Hello my friends and welcome back, it's episode 59. You know, in a way, this reminds me of a game called Art and Ellico, as that was also a game where you had to try and fix someone's brain. So, stand by here. This feels like the right way to do it. In fact, I probably should have stood there, yeah. Ow. Yeah, well, we don't have much choice, do we? Doink, doink. Okay, I've got a couple of shots on her from here. Still going as fast as I think is humanly possible. Give it to her. Nice. Okay. Sweet. We're like 1 or 2 turns ahead of where we were previously. Camouflage, stand D, and a medicine. Reduce armor by 45 and removes mechanical illusion. Really? Let's go ahead and grab this memory fragment. And then just wait here. I don't know, it didn't seem to do anything. I can't hurt it. I don't really get what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's try this. I won't forgive you. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Get out of here. What the hell did the name tag do? It's just a guess on my part. Huh, she's vulnerable now. The tank was a distraction. It looks like she woke up. I'm not sure you had to do this perfectly, but then again, it's pretty close. Liguru misses you so much. It's alright now, I'm here, I'm right here. You're fine, how is that possible? Uh-oh. There I was just presuming that it was over, but it's not over. This is the core consciousness that is invading the virtual cognition image. Let's flank it on both sides and take it out fast. Damn it, she's still so powerful. Just let a few clones out for fun. Don't tell me you thought that's my full strength. Good, now that you're here, it saves me the trouble of forcing you out. Can't keep me trapped forever with this trick. Liguru, hang in there. I'll break free in no time. Shrike, after all the terrible things you've done to Liguru, will make you pay twice over. Come, I'm looking forward to it. This bastard is far more powerful than the Shrike consciousness that came before it. The garden may not be stable for long, but now that Liguru is conscious, we can try and get out of here before it collapses. Sister, I can open the garden gate. Oh, I didn't realize the little one had the strength to manipulate the virtual cognition image, so what if the gate opens? Either way, you're gonna die. No matter what, I will protect my sister. Liguru will fight till the end. She prayed to shotgun. Truly, she's American after all. Okay, so we got two choices. Defeat the Shrike strong consciousness, or all allied units reach a specified position. Unable to perform any actions. Okay. Interesting. Blaster. Okay, that did very little. That's close. At last, the restraints are off. How are you? Can move normally. Let's go help. Within 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in theory, they're in range. This is going to be a DPS race. Oh, I should have started with that. I can do that next turn. Okay. I have nothing else to use. This had better be the killer move, because otherwise we are dead. Oh, that's tight. That is like literally as tight as could possibly be. Impossible! You have to play this out perfectly if you want to take her down. I guess running away was like the easier way. Liguru's virtual cognition image is so beautiful. Sister, who is he? He seems familiar. I don't dislike him. My name is Mondo. I'm an AU agent. He's someone who can help us get away. You can trust him. Okay, Liguru understands. She's fine now. Let's get out of here. Alright. We're out. Seems like the best way to win this mission. You've definitely got to do that completely perfectly if you want to kill her. You can't afford to waste a single action point. I was like dead next turn. 100%. There are so many people that look just like me. I can feel our connection, but I don't feel like I'm one of them. Am I different from them? If so, who am I?
Number 19782 高危険度管轄区画からの搬出を許可します。
Organism 19782 is cleared to exit the high-risk control area. Expect to transfer to hazardous contact platform in 90 seconds. Security teams B, D, and F stand by for transfer. A loud announcement came from outside the door. The door opened, it's so bright. Organism 19782, does that mean me? It's time to get out of here, she's coming. Whose voice is that? Alright.
私の頭の中に耳を覆いたくなるような声が苦しい。私の言うことを聞けば楽になる。
Listen to me and you'll never be in pain again. You're just a carrier before the shift in destinies. You won't have to suffer through it all. It's okay, get out of here and meet up with him, then everything will be back in my hands. Unconsciously, I took a step forward. The cacophony of voices disappeared the moment I left the room. Organism 19782 is on the move. All departments on level 3 alert. You're doing great. Just listen to me and everything will be fine. The ringing sound disappeared just like the voice said. As if liberated, I did as the voice demanded. We were born as one. We will not abandon you. You are not allowed to abandon us. This is our destiny. There's like some messed up story going on here. Can't remember who I am either. Why am I here? It feels like I've forgotten something important. What did I forget? Can't stay here another minute. What's that sound? Sounds familiar.
気が変わった。
Change my
会
mind,
いたい
Philip.
人
Someone
が
I
い
want
る
to see.
今日のリストの中に
It's on
私の
today's
声が
list.
聞
Can
こ
you
える。
hear me? Yes,
Jifty.
who are you? Jifty, that's
そう
what you
よ
can
ね。
call me.
あんた不思議だね。
Your existence is strange.
不思議。
Strange. You're not the same as the other Shrike specimens, otherwise you wouldn't be able to hear me.
私の声が聞こえるんだから。シュライクって何？
What's a Shrike? Wow, she's got a barcode on her solar plexus.
そんなことも知らないの？
You don't know about
どうして
Shrikes?
こんな意識が？
Why
分
would
裂
a
素体の
mitotic
中に。
specimen have this kind of consciousness? I'm not sure. I was here when I woke
母
up.
体の声は聞こえる？
Can you hear the progenitor?
母体？
The progenitor. Don't know who the progenitor is, but there's a lot of voices in my head.
他の素体と意識をリンクできる
You
って
can
こと
connect
ね
with the。consciousness of the other
知られ
specimens.
たら
It would be
ま
bad
ずい
if
よ。
they discovered you.
あんたはこんなところにいちゃい
You
けない。
shouldn't be in a place like this. I'll figure
私
out
が
what
何
to
と
do.
かす
Leave
る
it
か
to
ら。
me.
そこまで言うなら。
If you insist, the voice disappeared. Did you say her name was
聞い
Jifty?
たことがある名前。
That name is familiar.
あの子の声を聞いたら、
The sound of her voice made all my
不安が
uneasiness
ね、な
disappear.
んとかするっ
Said she
て
would
言
figure out
っ
what
た
to
け
do.
ど、
Will I see her later?
なんだかちょっと。
I don't know why, but I have a sense of
楽しみ。
anticipation.
William の実験室の警備が厳重なことと言ったら
Security at William's lab is high as ever. Guards even confiscated my
あんな
pen.
に死ぬのが怖いんだもの。
It's only natural for someone who fears death.
それよりも、
Then again,
なんであんなの
why do
に
we
協
have to do
力
his
しない
dirty
と
work?
本当にうんざり
It's
す
the
るよう
worst
な
kind
汚
of
れ。
dirty
あんな
work.
やつだけど女神のゲノムサンプルを
That
提
man
供
is
し
the
て
only
くれ
one
る
who can
唯
provide
一
us
の
with
人間
genetic
だ
samples from the goddesses.
背に腹は変え
We
ら
want
れ
more
ない
samples, we have to beg him.
まあ彼だって後で僕たちのデータが必要になる
Fortunately, he also needs our data to confirm his findings, so it's a mutual exchange of resources.
割と仲がいいように聞
Sounds
こえ
like you
るけ
two
ど。
really hit it
勘
off.
弁してく
Give me a
れ
break, I'm not trying to be friends with
変
a
人と
pervert.
友達になる趣味はないよ
Pretty sure he said hen there. And not pervert.
勘弁してくれ変人と友達になる趣味はないよ
He said he's not trying to be friends with a
はっき
weirdo.
り言うけど、ウィリアムなんてこれっぽっちも好きになれない。
Let me be frank, I don't like
先
William at
生
all,
たち
even
は
though
あ
you
の
call
分
those
裂素体た
specimen
ちのことを
samples, they
サン
look
プルと
like
呼ぶ。普
humans.
通の神経な
No
ら、
normal human can produce
あい
as
つ
many
みたい
monsters
に
as
化け
him
物
and
を
then
ポ
kill
ン
them
ポン生
without
み出して
mercy.
ああ君の言う通り
You're
だ
right, it's hard for me to. You know, somebody has to do it. It'd save the rest of us a lot of trouble
他の
if
人の面倒が
he
減る
enjoyed it.
いつかそのツケが回ってくるよ、先生。
Philip, we're gonna pay for thinking like this one day.
そうかもなもうすぐ着く
We're almost there, let's talk about it
フィリ
later.
ップ教授待ちわびていたよそれと
Professor Philip, we've been waiting for you for a long time.
Jifty.
And my lovely Jifty, I've missed you so much.
君も同じかい
I'm pretty sure he just said I love her so much. Did you deperv him?
ジェフティ会いたかったよ君も同じかい
I'm pretty sure he said I love you, do you love me too?
全然。
He's just like,
William
absolutely
Casual.
not.
これほど重要な実験に
I don't know why the translator changed that, but hey. Aiteru is like, love me, basically. I said my Japanese is rudimentary, but it's good enough to know that the translation there was very wrong.
残念だが
Unfortunately, I have other things to attend to. I'll leave the field guidance to you.
わかりました本日は第892回分裂素体規
892nd
定意識
basal
実験を
consciousness test.
ジェフティは最近体調が優れないので
Jifty's health hasn't been good lately. Can we finish the test and do the gene comparison as soon as
私は
possible?
構
No
わない
problem.
よ女神に苦労させてはいけないからね
We can't let our goddess suffer.
今日はマッチ数を少なめにして
Reduce
残
the
りの
number
時
of
間は
matches
分
today and
裂を
spend
重
the rest of the
ね
time
たシュ
discussing
ラ
the
イ
state of
ク
the Shrike's superimposed
オリジナル
divisions
ガビアルとの比
compared
較
to the
について
original
議論
ensign
する
cells. That would be
こんな
great.
場所、1分たりともいられない。
Can't stay here another minute.
あれ、別の声だ、
What's
これ
that
は。
sound?
どうしたんだいジェフティ
What's
先
wrong?
生、気が
Changed
変
my
わっ
mind.
た。
Someone I want to
今日の
see.
リストの中に
It's
い
on
る。
today's
今回の
list.
実験に成功したサンプルがある
Is there
の
a
か
successful sample in
気の
this
せい
test?
かもし
Maybe
れ
I'm
なくても。
imagining it, but if it's
分
true,
かったなんとかしてみよ
I understand. I'll figure it out. What is going on?
Jifty,
Nothing is
う調子
exploding.
はどうだ
What are they even doing here?
最悪モルモット扱いされて
Sucks
チラ
being
チラ
watched
見
like
ら
a
れる
guinea
なん
pig.
て
I can't think of a worse feeling.
君が早く我々を成功に導いてく
Bring me
れたら
success soon. We won't have to bother you so much. It's not up to me to decide whether it works or not. A specimen is brought to the observation room wearing a straitjacket. Bulletproof glass wall stands between it and Jufti. The specimen may look like a girl but has no human features at all.
E 型生物ナンバー1362だ
This is E1362. Can you feel the consciousness of this specimen?
無理
そうか処分しろ
Alright, take it away, get rid of it. I don't think it said wow. It just kind of gargled.
何度言わせるの擬態じゃレゾナンスを引き起こせないって
How many times have I told you that an artificial
バーチャルモデルすらないの
cannot
に
elicit consciousness resonance? They have no virtual consciousness, so they cannot access nirvana at all.
遺跡物質の反
You
応
want to
実験を
test
し
for a
たいの
relic
なら
response? Either take me
私
to
を遺
the
跡
relic
に
or
連れ
bring
て
her
行く
to me.
申し訳ないが
Sorry, but I can't
条
do
約
either.
によ
According
っ
to
て
the treaty, all
全
relics
て
are
の遺
strictly
跡は
sealed
厳
off.
しいあの子の方は
About that kid, you know we used to test that kid's specimen for your own safety.
ならシュライク細胞を使わなければいい
But
の
if
に
you're serious about my safety, you wouldn't use strike
本当
cells.
に時
What a
間
waste
の
of
先
time.
生
Can we go back
もう
now?
帰って
予定では次で最後のはず
One last
Ja,
sample to
hayat
test. Let it in then. I don't want to stay a minute longer.
どう
$19,782.
した
この子の子
やれ
Release it.
はい
Unlike the previous specimen, the little girl in front of Yufti shows a clear look of fear. Yufti walks up to the glass. The girl approaches the glass
ベータ
fearfully.
型生物ナンバー19782 だ
This is beta organism 19782. Can you resonate with the consciousness of this specimen?
さっきのはあんたなの
Is that
私の
you?
声
Can
が
you hear me?
ジェフティ
聞こえる
I can hear you. So you're different from the other
私
specimens.
が
I'm
なん
different.
というか
You feel familiar, but not
懐
like
か
the
しい
other
あ
one.
んたは誰
Who are you?
ジェフティもう一度聞くこの分裂素体の意
Can
識
you
は
feel the
感じ
consciousness
取れ
of
る
this
のか
いや
specimen?
何
今日も
No, I
収
can't.
穫なしか
Looks like we got nothing today either. Get rid of it.
待って
Wait a minute.
防護ガラスを開けて近く
Open
で
the protective glass. I want to see it up close. It's too dangerous
女
without
神が
isolation.
そう望んでいるんだ
It doesn't matter. If our goddess asks for it, we can't refuse. Open the
ダメ
glass.
だジェフティに何かあったら
We
どう
can't
フィ
risk
リップ
Jifty.
教授ここでは私の発言が全てに優先されるのだよ
I'm not entirely sure what he said there, but it wasn't that. He said something about I understand your feelings.
フィリップ教授ここでは私の発言が全てに優先されるのだよ
I don't know, maybe he did say that. I don't know, that was an awful lot of words for this.
余計なことはせず静かに見守っていればいい
I gotta find someone who's like natively speaks Japanese to actually untrash compact some of this translation. Please watch quietly and don't cause any trouble.
あんたは言った
ジェフティそれ触るなストレス反応が出ている
Don't touch it, it's having a stress reaction.
これは
This is Jifty's memory, but that's impossible. Why do you have Jifty's memory?
やめ来ないでここは
Is this a garden? Stop spying on me!
怖がらないで
Don't worry, we're the same.
私たちが
We're the
私
same.
にも
You and I both have the virtual cognition image. It's okay, I'm not going to force my way into your innermost being. Don't be afraid. Man, this is really like Artanelico. Specimen's hand on Jifty's neck gradually loosened and shifted to her back. Jifty embraced the
ケ
specimen.
ビン
The guards burst into the testing room, pulled Jifty away, and began firing at the specimen.
ジェフティ大丈夫
平気どうにかこの子を私たちのところに連れて行って
Find a way to bring the specimen to the lab.
この分裂素体はい
や何か違うと思ったけど
Nothing. I thought it was different, but I was wrong.
本
疑ってるの
当
Are
ま
you
さか
doubting me? Why would I question our
だが
goddess?
そ
Let's
の
keep
サン
that
プルは
sample for
ベータ
now.
型生物ナンバー
Return it to the petri
19782
dish for further
ジェフティが疲れ
observation.
ています
He's had a bit of a shock, let's call it a day. Might as well, we have all the time in the world, isn't that right, my dear Drifty? Let's get out of here. William seems suspicious. I'd be surprised if he wasn't suspicious with you acting like this. What's wrong with you making a request like that just now? Could it be because you felt the specimen's consciousness resonance? It's not quite like the other samples, it's hard for me to describe. Anyway, find a way to get it back to our lab. I can do some more verification. Why do you always make these near impossible requests? Near impossible is still possible, isn't it? I'll think of a way. Tell her which memories don't belong to you, then everything will be better. It's a faint voice in my head all the time. It's very quiet, but also means that they are still connected to me. I don't know what she said there, but she didn't say, I'm scared, because... So, kawaii is cute, and what that word is often mistaken for is kowai, which is scared in Japanese. So, I'm scared would probably be something along the lines of kowai atashi, or similar. Or kowai tash, or kowai wa, or something like that would... You know, I'm not very good with Japanese word structure. But she definitely didn't say that. She said something totally different. She said something, and then she said something else. This translation is murdering me, because I'm quite interested to know the nuance of what is being said. Because it matters. It's like the codename bakery thing. It matters that they get this right. And it's not right. See? That was just totally wrong. That's 100% wrong. She didn't say that. She said, it will be okay. Daijobu is like, are you okay, or it's okay. Or it'll be okay. Depends on the context. But that's the gist of it. She did not say don't be scared. But then again, we know that she didn't say I'm scared here either, so... Don't be afraid of the shrikes or any imitations. Is that voice really a shrike? I can understand that as a specimen. Consciousness would be entangled with a progenitor. You may be a shrike, but you have a virtual cognition image that can connect with me. Is that why you took me away? You feel strangely familiar. Since William shut down the relic response experiment, I haven't seen anyone else like us. So in a way, we're sisters. I'm not much like a human being either. The fact that we can communicate in each other's minds speak volumes. I like being with you too, but I'm still scared. Kowai! See? Now, she definitely said I'm scared there. That is literally the word that I was just talking about. Yappari kowai, like... That, you know, that's I'm scared. For sure. What she said before was definitely not that. She said something different. Something subtly different. Or just potentially totally different. Like, my Japanese is not good enough to know. But it's still good enough to know that the previous stuff is wrong. I'm still connected to them, and if they come for me, don't worry, I'll think of something. Until then, we have to let the humans know. Come on, just like we talked about. Okay. The white-haired girl took my hand and came to the middle of the laboratory. I watched blankly as they raised their cameras to take pictures of me and the young girl. Though she smiled, she did not feel very happy. How much of her reason for bringing me out here was true? I was thinking, careful not to let her know, when suddenly the girl turned around. Do you have a name for yourself? As a person, a name is very important. I don't have a name. In that case, how about I call you Liguru?
そうリゲルもし気に入ってくれたならあんたをそう呼
Liguru, if
ぶ
you like it, that's what I'll call you. I can't believe they got her name wrong.
リゲル
Look!
リゲル
She's being given the name right now. This is like the most important scene. And it's completely wrong. Where's the Rue? I mean, that's just frankly embarrassing. Honestly, I like it. It stresses me out because you think of all the artists, developers and programmers that worked on this game that really polished it, and the writer that made, you know, what seems to actually be a really good and coherent story, or at least I've enjoyed it so far, and then the translator comes along and they can't even get the name of the character correct.
リゲル私その名前好きよかった
Can't even get the name of the character correct.
今日からあんたは私の妹だよ
From now on, we're sisters. That makes you important to us. We'll protect you and you'll protect us. But I don't know anything. Your existence is important. I can feel our fates are linked.
いい名前ね
What a beautiful name.
可愛い女の子にぴったり
That's definitely a name for a cute little girl.
結構考えたんだよ
I thought long and hard to come up with
じゃ
it.
あリゲルはヘレナ先生について行って
Liguru, follow Helena Sensei.
どこへ行くの
Sensei means teacher, or more literally, the one that came before.
新しいお家それからプレゼントをあ
To
げ
your
る
new living quarters, I also have a gift for you. It will enable you to live your life without any worry or fear. Just go to sleep for a while, don't be scared. Professor Helena and I will be there with you.
うんヘレナ先生ね
Is everything in order as you requested? The
あなた
medical
の
unit
言う
is
通
ready
り
for a
に
deep
医療班が
anesthesia.
全身3人チームで
3 adult units and a security team on standby. Can't guarantee what she'll do.
そうしてあるあの子の前頭葉を
Doctors will
切
remove
除
the
する
frontal lobe, so her consciousness should be undetectable to the Shrike's progenitor for a
シュライ
while,
ク母体
right?
私の推測が正しければね
I hope my hypothesis is correct. Sorry, Liguru, you won't ever have to go through this once again once you have your gift.
プレゼントってあの意
Learn
識
about
遮
the
断装
neural
置のこと
inhibitor
か
you
い
mentioned before. Yes, I hope you can
リ
complete
ゲ
it
ルの目
before
が
she
覚める不
regains
動のに長くて
consciousness.
も4時間以内に
If
は
you can't, at least have it ready in 4 hours. Otherwise,
切断し
when
た組織
Liguru's
が再生
exercise
して
tissue
リゲルの意識が
regenerate, her
またノエル
consciousness
の
will
母
once
体
again
と
be
リンクされ
connected
てし
to
ま
the
う
progenitor.
開発チームによればリゲルが
Development
目を
department
覚
just
ます
notified
前
me
に
of their
は完
progress.
成
I
す
think
る
it
は
can
ず
be
だ
completed before she
それ
wakes
なら
up.
いいんだけど
That would be for the
装置の
best.
設計で疲れたでしょ
You're tired from designing the
先
neural
に休ん
inhibitor.
で
Get some
てリゲル
rest.
の手術
I'll
が
let
終
you know
わっ
when
た
she's
ら
out of surgery.
先生たちを信じてもいいよね
Can I really trust
ど
you?
うしたんだいきなり
Why are you asking that all
こ
of a
んな
sudden?
残酷でわがままな
Keep
要求なの
making
に
unreasonable and ruthless
先生
demands,
た
and
ち
you
は
still
私
trust
を
me
信じて
100% and go to great lengths to
何でも
fulfill
して
my
くれる
ジェフティ
requests.
がいい子だと信じている
That's
から
because
だ
we
よ
believe deep down you're a good person. Your decisions
君の
must be
選択には
justified.
でも私は
But I even asked you to
リゲルの脳組
remove
織の切除
Liguru's brain
それ
tissue.
もあの子を母体の
But
支
it's
配
for
か
the
ら
sake of
逃れ
freeing
させ
her
るた
from
め
the
だろう
progenitor's control, isn't it?
君のやってることは全てあ
Everything
の
you've
子
done
を
is for
助
the
けるた
purpose
め
of
だ
saving her. That alone makes you a good
私
person.
は本当にいい子なの
Am I really a good
さっき
person?
の
I was
リゲルが
afraid
い
to
た
think
から
about these things
そん
with
なことを
Liguru
考えた
around.
くなあの子を連れ出したのは
I took her because I felt that she had the ability to connect
し
with
かも優秀な
the
シュライク
relics
サン
and
プル
was
だ
a
った
very
か
good
ら
Shrike sample.
という
My choice was
理
driven by
性の
reason.
働きなのに私は
I feel so protective of
あ
her
の
that I
子を
felt
守
guilty
ってあ
about
げたいと
even
思って
making
し
her
まっ
have
た
this
ウィリアム
surgery.
に一泡吹かせたかっただ
In
けで
theory, I just don't want William to get away
寂し
with
かっ
it.
たんだねジェフテ
You are so lonely, Jifty.
ィ君はまだ子供
Don't
なん
forget,
だ
you are just a child. You need family. You need friends.
友達も必要なんだ君が感じたのは
You
人
need the
間として
emotions
当
you're
然の
supposed to
感
have
情
as a
だよ
human being.
私を人間と言っていいの
But am I human?
私たちから見れば
In our
賢すぎ
opinion,
る
there's
こ
no
と
difference
以
between you
外
and the
は
average child, except that you are very clever.
普通の子供は他の子
The
供の
average
前頭
child
葉
doesn't
を
come up with
切
the
除
idea
しよ
of
うなんて
removing
思わ
another
ない
kid's forehead. It's quite true. At least you'd hope so.
普通の子供は大 他人の知
The
識や
average
記憶
child
なん
does
か
not
持っ
have
てない
knowledge and memories that don't belong to her.
普通の子供だったら失敗
If
作
I were
の
a
廃
normal
止みたい
child,
に
would I
処
have been
分されてた
destroyed
んで
like
しょ
all the other failed embryos?
ごめんなさい
Sorry, I
こんな
know
こ
I
と
shouldn't
言う
have
つ
said
もりじゃ
that.
なく
自分を責めないでジェフティ。
Don't blame yourself, I know how you
あなたは
feel. It's
確か
true
に
that you are special to us, but
私
we
た
do
ちに
treat
と
you
っ
like a
て
normal child
特殊な
outside of the
存在よ。
experiment.
ちょうどあなたとリゲルみたいな
As you can see with Ligeru, sometimes we have no
どう
choice
にも
but
な
to
らない
use one
理由
another
で時
to
に
make
は
rational
でも
choices.
ね
That doesn't mean we can't
それは
have genuine trust.
私がリゲルを利用するために連れ
Even
出
if
し
I
たと
choose
して
to
も
take Ligeru just to use
最
her,
初は
maybe true
そう
in
だ
the
ったか
beginning,
も
but
し
as
れ
long
な
as
い
you're willing to treat her sincerely, the feelings between you two
心
will
の
become
底
more and
か
more
ら
real.
あの子と向
Just
き合
like
い
our
たいと
relationship
思っ
with
た
you.
のならあなたにとってあの子は
Did you bring her just to fight William, or do you really want to see her as your
私
sister?
はあの子を守りたい
I want to protect her.
だとしたら
If that's the case, then you don't have to question your own
わ
motives.
かる私が生まれたのは単に遺
I was
跡の
born
研
just to
究のた
study
め
relics, but it's more than
や
that
っぱり
now.
ヘレナはすごいな
That's right, Helena. I never thought about it that way.
今ので台無しだよフィリップ先生
You're distorting Helena's meaning.
あごめん
でも
That's okay.
言い
I know
た
what
い
you're
こと
trying
は
to say.
先生たちはい
You're
い
all
人
kind
だか
people,
ら
so I want to be
と
with
い
you.
うか
This must be a strange thing coming from me. You gave birth to me and
育ててくれた
nurtured
ん
me.
だ
It's
から
only right I trust you implicitly.
大丈夫よ
You're doing the right thing.
信頼は
Trust is something precious
本当
that
に
should only be given to
そうする
those
価
who
値の
truly
ある人
deserve
の
it,
ために
especially true when
取
you're
ってお
such
き
a
なさ
unique
い
child.
私たちのような自分勝手な研
We
究者
selfish
は
researchers keep demanding
あ
and
なた
distorting
から
knowledge
知
from you.
識
We
を
don't
絞り
deserve
取って
your
る
implicit trust.
今だから言えるけどあ
To
なた
tell
が
you the
言
truth, this was
葉を
about when
覚
you
えた
started
頃
learning how to speak. I was pretty torn and
私も
confused about my
私
role.
は
Felt like I was playing the role of your
あなた
mother
の
with all the
母親を演じ
responsibilities of a
ながら
researcher.
研
However,
究
those
員
two
としての
identities
責
could
務
not
も果た
coexist.
さなければならなか
In
っ
the end, I chose to be a
た私は
researcher.
ずっとこ
Carry
の
that
道に
conflict
悩
with
ん
me
で
to
きた
this day, so I can understand how you feel
だ
about
から
Liguru.
あなたを産んだのは私だけど
Even though I gave
ただの
birth
被
to you,
験
all I
体
could
だ
do
と
for this study was tell
ずっと
myself that
自
you
分に
were
言い聞か
just
せ
a
てき
test
た
subject. Did she give birth to her, like literally?
気にしないでヘレナ先生
You mustn't blame yourself,
ただの実
Professor
験対象なの
Helena.
に
If I'm just a test
先
subject
生
to
た
you,
ち
you've
は
both
優しく
treated me
接
with
してくれ
sufficient
たこんな
kindness.
ことを口にして
Besides, for a child to say something like that and to do
変な研究に関わってる
research
子供
with
が
you,
い
the
ると
average
した
person
ら
would think it's impossible.
普通フィリップ先生も何の疑問もな
Philip had no
く
trouble accepting me as his
父
own
さんと呼ん
child.
でもいいんだぞ
Actually, I wouldn't mind if you think of me as your
やめて
dad.
おくヘレ
Even
ナ
if I could
先生
call
はお
Professor
母
Helena
さんっぽ
Mum,
い
you're
けど
not my dad by any
フィリッ
stretch
プ
of the
先生はちょっ
imagination.
と違う
そうか
What a shame. To be honest, I always wanted a daughter.
どうだヘレナ
I don't know, why don't we give it another go when we head back to Antarctic on vacation once this testing phase is over?
ジェフティの前でなんてことを言うの
What are you doing talking about this in front of Jifty?
どうしたんだいジェフテ
What is
ィ
it,
先
Jifty?
生たちのそういう
That's
と
what
こ
I
ろ
love
が
about
好
you
き
two,
な
even
ん
though your
だ
relationship is fake.
たとえ偽りの関係で
Being
も
with you still feels close and
本
natural
物の
like a
家
real
族のよう
family.
な気
偽りなんかじゃない
Our relationship
この
is
研究所
definitely
で
not
過ごした
fake.
時
The
間
time
は
we spend here at the
正真正銘
Institute
の
is
本
real.
物
You
だ
can review the surveillance footage if you're
嘘だと
feeling
思うなら
insecure.
監視か
そうだね
I know, I'm starting to understand what it's like to want to try to love
誰
someone
かを
else, my
愛してみ
sister,
たいと思っ
someone
たの
as special as I am. I want to love
妹
her the
を
way you love me.
他の同じような子たちは救え
Can't
ない
save
か
all
も
the other
しれ
children
ない
like her, but I can at least help
だけど
Liguru. Maybe he can be selfish
リゲ
just
ルだ
this
けは
once.
いいえ私も
Of
嬉
course,
し
I'm
く
happy
君
for
の
you.
したいことをしなさい
Do whatever you want to do. You've already done enough for
あり
us.
がとう
Thank you. Keep her safe and keep you safe because you're all my family.
リゲル調子はどう
Just makes you wonder what's going up, what actually is truly going on in this messed up research facility.
あの声が聞こえなくなってる
The voices,
お
they're
姉ちゃん
gone.
の言ったこと本
Sister
当だった
Jifty
よ
was
かっ
right.
た
Great. Looks like the neural
意
inhibitor
識
is
遮断
working
す
really
おかげ
well.
で体も
Thanks
良
to
くな
everyone,
った
I feel
よ
much better.
そうだお姉ちゃん
Sister Jifty, do we need to take more spinal fluid? No, yeah. I know it
痛い
hurts,
け
but
ど
we
フ
have
ィ
to
リ
be
ップ先
patient.
生たちの研究はもうすぐ完成
Professor
するの
Phillips' team is nearing the end of their research. We just have to work with them. I understand. I'll just do my best to help.
採取が終わったら
When we're done,
射
should we go
撃
to
場
the
武器
range?
訓練を早く終わらせないとい
Your
けない
weapons
から
course isn't over yet. We need to get you through it as soon as possible.
でもどう
But
して武器
why
の
do I
使
need
い
to learn
方
to
を
use
勉強危
weapons?
険に備え
For
る
the
ため
future, we must be well prepared in order
ほ
to
ら
survive.
先生が呼んでるよ
Alright,
医務
Professor
室
is
に行こう
calling us. Let's go upstairs of the infirmary.
リゲルの状況は
驚異
What's the
的な
status?
回復速度
The
ね
speed of her recovery was remarkable. Her
全身が
body is
シュライ
made
ク細
entirely of
胞でで
Shrike.
きてい
It's
て
not much different from the
他
other
の部分でも
specimens.
ゲノム
There
配
seems to be a
列に
mutation in the
突然
genetic
変異があ
sequence.
る
The
みたい
structure of our body is very similar to yours, except
素
it's
材
made up
が
of
シュライ
Shrike.
クス骨格 内臓
Skeleton, internal
血管
organs, blood vessels,
そ
and
して
nerves are almost
神経って疑
identical.
問は尽きな
There
い
are too
わ
many
もっと研
doubts.
究
We
を
need
進め
further
ないと
research to
で
be
もどう
sure.
であれあの子の細胞
Either
サンプ
way,
ル
her
のお
cell
かげで
samples have given us much
公
more
衆内
realistic
血
data
栓のシミュレ
environment
ー
for
シ
the
ョンは
anti-Shrike
大
serum.
はかどり
It
だ
should be
も
close.
うあまり時間がないかもしれな
I
い
feel we're running out of
そ
time.
ろそろ私の体で実験しない
It time to test it
ま
on
だ
me.
な
Not yet.
安全が保証できなければ
To make sure it's
それ
safe
はできない
before we can use it on you.
残り時間で行えるテストは
We
一
only
度
have
きり
time
だ
left
し
for one trial, and we only have one of
そん
you.
な配慮いらない
Don't worry too much.
心の準備なんて
I agreed to do
とっ
this
くにでき
experiment.
て
I'm ready for
ヘ
it.
レナ先生一人に背負わ
Can't
せ
put
な
all
い
the
で
burden on Helena
ヘ
alone.
レナのことを心配してくれているのはわかる
I understand your concern, Helena.
科学と感情は
Science
別
is
だ
not emotional. We need to be
分
prepared.
かった
I
そうだ
understand. By the way, that
さっ
boy
きの
just now,
男の
was that your son?
ジェフティもうモンドに会ったの
Did Jifty meet
モン
Mondo?
ドのやつ
The little rascal Mondo
実
snuck
験
into
室
the
に
lab on
勝
his
手に
own,
入ってきたの
only for Jifty to
ジ
bring
ェ
him
今
out.
は僕のオフィスで待たせ
Waiting
て
for
る
us in my office right now.
ヘレナ先生
What's wrong?
自分
Aren't
の
you
子
supposed to
供
be
に会
happy
えて
to see
嬉
your
しくない
kid?
の
もちろん
I'm
楽し
looking
み
forward to this
採取
meeting.
が終わっ
After the
たら
sampling, I believe you're going to
あなた
weapons
たち
training class, right?
あの子をしっかりと守って
You have to protect her. You both have to survive. Her existence can save a lot of people. I
リゲル
understand.
の身体検査が終わったぞ
Liger's physical is over. Go get her,
すぐ
Jifty.
行く
I'm on my way.
顔に出すぎだジェフテ
Your
ィに気
expression
づかれ
makes
る
it too
ぞ
obvious. Jifty will notice. I lost myself for a moment, but were you really doing
何
this?
度も話し合ったじゃないかジェフティの
This
体
is
に
what we've
最も近い
deduced.
の
The
は
closest thing to Jifty's
同じ
body
君が産んだ子供
is one who was also
Mondo しかいない。
conceived by you, our child
他
Mondo.
に誰が
Who
似
else
通っ
could
た
have a
ゲノム
similar
配列を
genetic
私の
sequence?
体が
If my body were
も
more
うこれ以
reliable.
上血
Can't
清を打
inject
つ
you
こ
with
と
any
は
more
できな
serum.
い
You've sacrificed everything to get here.
私ならまだ生きられる
I'll still be around for a while. We
私たち
sold
が
our
両
conscious to
親を
work
売
with
り
that
渡して
demon. Now it's time to pay the
あの
price.
研究にはまだ君が必要だそれに
Research needs you, and you need to trust our
僕らの
boy.
子供を信じ
You
ろ
can handle it. He can
もし
too.
かした君が
If you
倒れ
fall
たら
tomorrow, all this research will be for
これ
naught.
まで
We're
の
running out of
本当
time.
にこうするしかな
Is this the only
い
way?
私はもう
If so, then my only wish is for him
あ
to
の
not
子
hate
が
us in the
私た
future.
ちの過ちを
It's all our fault. He's just a child,
あ
but
ん
he
な
has to
小
bear
さ
the
な親と
consequences.
して
We as
何も
parents
してあ
haven't
げ
done
ら
the
れな
slightest
かっ
bit
た
for
ば
him.
か
We're
り
only
か
condemned him to an inescapable
一緒
destiny.
これで
Is this really a
僕
good
にも
idea?
わからない
Don't
だが
know.
もし
People,
人々が救世
if
主を
people need
必要と
someone
し
who
た
can
時
save the
は
world beside fully immune
完
individual, I
全
want
免疫
Mondo
体
to be
たち
that
だけでな
hero.
くどんなに過酷な道も
It's a
あ
difficult
の子
road,
な
but I
らあの
believe
子
he
に
can do
重
it.
すぎる運命を背
Give
負わ
him
せ
a
てしま
heavy
った
fate, but we also give him a sword to sever that
あ
fate.
とはあの子にかかっている
How far he goes depends on him. We may not see that future.
私たちの選
I
択が
hope we
正し
made the right decision. Me too. The surgery is scheduled for
手術は
tomorrow
ほら。
afternoon.
顔を拭い
Come on,
て
wipe your face. Let's go have dinner with
今日だけ
Mondo.
は一家
At
団
least
ら
for
んを
today,
楽
our
しもう
family can be happy together. What are they going to do to him? You know, obviously going to do something to him.
リゲルが回復すると
And it appears like Helena is dying. At least that was the
みんなの雰囲気は随分と明るくなった。
implication. Ligeru recovered. The dark cloud that be hanging
前
over us
から気
lifted.
づいてはい
I
たけれ
noticed
ど
previously that
人
Ligeru
見
was
知りなはず
wary
の
of
リゲル
everyone but
それ
Mondo.
にモンドがバーチャ
What I
ルモ
didn't
デルへ
expect
入
was
れ
that
るとは
Mondo
思
could
わな
enter
か
the
った
virtual cognition image with me.
これ
Those
は
two
絶
things
対
must
に
be
モンド
connected
の体
somehow.
は秘密だらけだフィリ
Mondo
ップ
was
先
hiding
生
a
が
lot of
何か
secrets.
細工し
Philip
たに
must
違
have
い
done
ない
something I didn't know about.
聞けばフィリップ
I
先生
heard
の
most
資
of the
料は
files on Philip had
大
been
半は処
destroyed,
分
and
さ
what
れ
was
てい
left
て
had been collected and filed away
の
by the
機会があ
AU.
ればこの目で見て
I
み
got
た
the
い
chance. I wanted to find out
で
for
も
myself, but all of that was only
そんな
possible
こ
if
と
we
は
managed
撤
to get
退
out
に
of
カール
here.
が空爆で基地の戦
Carl
力
used
のほとん
missiles
どを
to
無
destroy
力化して
most
く
of the
れた
military forces inside the base,
ロレンにとっては予想外の打撃の
which
は
was
ず
an unexpected blow for the
ウィリア
URNC.
ムはここまで
William never showed
一度
up.
も
Judging by the
姿を
information
現して
so
いな
far,
い
he only sent his assistant to
おそら
repair
くあいつ
Ligeru,
は
which
リ
was
ゲル
good
の
news
修
for
復の
us.
ウェアウルフ隊の追撃は激し
Werewolf
いけれ
Commando
ど
team was in hot pursuit, but
生
as
き
long as
袋
the
たちがシュガ
ELID
ーとオレゴを
successfully
足止
delayed
めしてく
Sugar
れ
and
れば
Oleg,
まだこっちが
the
有利なま
situation
ま
would be
だ
under
撤
control.
退ポイントはまだまだ遠い
Still a long way to go
奴らだって
before the evacuation
簡
point.
単
I
に
don't think
諦
they
め
were
る
going
は
to
ずはな
stop,
い
so I had to be
あ
careful.
戦車の音
Was that the sound of tanks
皮肉に
moving?
も
Thanks
シュ
to
ラ
the
イクの
strike,
おかげで
Ligu's body has
リ
improved
ゲ
a
ンの
lot
身
since
体
she
能力
regained
は
her
今の
mobility.
私たちは誰にも止められ
No
ない
matter how many enemies stand in our way, they can't stop us from getting out of here. This time we can finally fight together. Man, that was a lot of plot. Winter Tent. Max SP 80. Heavy turret is now available. Violent Rush energy bar. Gain 1 stack of violence. Next normal attack is guaranteed to crit with critical damage increased by 80%. Like you would use this on the goon in the first mission. That's so funny to me. It's like someone just went back to the first mission to create that video. Doesn't she have like her other outfit? I kind of prefer this one. Okay. That's a lot of dudes. Okay, anyway, that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.